When was the last time you heard a backhanded compliment? Now, a backhanded compliment is an insult said in a nice way. Now, I know women care more about the delivery or the tone rather than the message. But once you reach a certain mind state, you start to care more about the message. And the delivery is something that helps you remember the message, which is the most important part. Now, if you haven't heard a backhanded compliment in a long time, I have the perfect video for you. Before we get into that, make sure you join this conversation. Comment your thoughts under this video. Now let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel, so here we go.
Date the boring guy. If you
Oh, Lord have mercy.
guy. If you tend to date guys who are emotionally unavailable and overlook guys who are steady and secure, this is for you. Your nervous system is used to intense chemistry that only leads to inconsistency, high anxiety, and ultimately distance. But here's what you might be
Man, this sounds like a damaged woman.
missing. The boring guy isn't actually boring. He's healthy, consistent, secure in himself, and safe. So the next time you think a guy is boring, consider that you're actually feeling a sense of safety that your brain wants to interpret as boring because it's not the chaos that you're used to. Now, if you're wondering, but what if he actually is boring? How do you tell the difference? Meet me in the caption. Date.
The chaos you're used to? Man, listen, that sounds horrible. I mean, like, this sounded like good advice. Take the boring guy. But then everything she said after that was horrible. When I say horrible, I mean it's a terrible deal for you being the man. For instance, let me give you guys an example, right? Hey fellas, make sure that when you find a woman that you're gonna date, make sure that she's been plowed by a whole bunch of guys while she's dating you, because it's fun for you to enjoy your turn. Next, make sure that when you date this woman that she is as far away from a dream girl, from your dream girl, as she can possibly be. Yes, put her in the wifey position. That's where you want to be, because her body doesn't matter. Her body count doesn't matter. What matters is I'm sorry, y'all. I was going, but I just kind of lost it in the middle of that. Now, I'm disturbed by this because when you think about safe, right? Safe means routine. Safe means you're possibly building for the future, right? When a woman is talking about emotional intelligence, what that means is she's looking to control you. She's looking to manipulate you. Why? Because men are supposed to be logical and rational. Now, I get it. Some men are irrational, and some men, their logic is not where it should be. Maybe they're still developing it. But as a man, you should not allow yourself to be controlled by emotions. Now, I'm sure that they have a completely different meaning for whatever that means. But when you start something off with emotional, that is a woman's playground. They can operate in that because the consequences for them and their actions outside of their emotions or inside of their emotions, the consequences for them is not the same. She got me with the intense connection, right? Because what that usually means is her homegirls is gonna hate on her. Her homegirls is gonna be telling her, oh girl, he ain't nothing. Wait, just wait and see. I bet you he gonna show you he just like every other man. Now, it's definitely not every other man, because this woman just described a chaotic lifestyle. Now, for me, what a chaotic lifestyle sounds like is draining, destructive, and distracting. Now, as a man who has found his purpose and is really on that path, you do not want destructive, distracting, or draining, because you need all the energy that you can muster up for your purpose. Now, purpose breaks down into two things. You're a helper or you're a creator. Don't look down on the helper, because the helper is the one who gets things out to the masses, and he actually may help it turn into something that can be mass produced. Now, I mean, clearly this sounds like an advertisement. Maybe she's a dating coach and she's looking to get new clients. But what I'm getting from this is she's talking to the women that we're looking at as jump offs. We're looking at these women and understanding that women have been sexually liberated. Maybe that's what she's really speaking to, because we have a whole lot of friends with benefits, situationships, flings, and vacay bays while they're in relationships, or while they're telling this man and that man and that man and those guys that they actually want a relationship. They're trying to see which guy is going to give them the best deal. Now, I am not against that. What I am against is them pretending as if they're doing me a favor. It's one thing to court a woman, but it's dumb to court a woman who is having the brakes beat off her by other men, right? I get it. The majority of women in this year, 2024, are not virgins. So I understand that. But what I'm telling you guys is adapt to dating, fellas, because it is not the same. Women have changed the rules to the game and to the social contract. They know what it means when a guy is offering them a drink. They know what it means when a guy is approaching them and asking them for their number. They know what these things mean. How do I know this? I was in relationships, fellas. When women say stuff like, oh yeah, I met this guy and he was talking business and, we exchanged numbers. And I was just like, okay. Y'all exchange numbers? Listen, fellas, some women may not even tell you these things, but you must understand that regardless of if you like it or if you don't like it, they're going to do it. Because if they sense or if they think that this relationship is not going to go all the way to the finish line, they're going to look to find someone else who can fill in where you may be leaving off. Now, it's important for you to get your mind, your body, and your finances together. That's what I stress. That's what I encourage you guys to do, because it's important. It's important to this world, and it's important to your own life. When you're on that bed, like one thing that I remember, because I read some books, one thing I remember from a book that I read was live life as if you're on your deathbed and you're thinking about everything that you've done in your life. Are you proud of what you've done? Did you do everything that you wanted to do? Right? Because when you're on your deathbed, the only thing you can do is think. And you don't want to have your life full of regrets. So, fellas, this is what I'm encouraging you to do. Live your life the way you see fit, because this time in history that we're living in, this is the best time to be alive. I know relationships is not a great time to be in relationships at this particular time, but the information, the access to information, the access to different lifestyles that you guys may not even know exists. I'm telling you guys this because there's a reason why women are addicted to the sugar baby lifestyle. There's a reason why they're addicted to the ladies of the night lifestyle, right? There's some fun things that happen in there. That's why we can look at a lot of women and say, damn, she was a fun girl. Or we'll be trying to figure out what the hell happened in our relationship. And then we'll realize, and it's going to take some time, but you'll realize, damn, she was a fun girl. She was a girl that really was just focused on having fun. She didn't give a damn about what we was doing, right? Or what we were building. All she cared about was having fun, because she's addicted to scrolling. She's addicted to scrolling. She's addicted to likes. And these things may or may not add up into money, but what they may add up to is a bunch of likes, or a bunch of experiences. So, fellas, with all of this being said, I got a question for you guys. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that the video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.